Okay, let's check sound before we get things going. Chat, can you tell me if we sound okay? Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Am I in your ear? Do I need to up the mic volume? Tell me what's up. Nothing? Cool, got it. All right, so a reminder. Oh no. Oh no. Our commands are not working. Hold on. Let's make sure the commands are good. Come on, DND. What's up? Furious, hey, what's going on? Hopefully these these are gonna work. Oh, my D&D command was off. How dare you? How dare? There we go. Okay, so it was just me. It was a me problem. It was a me problem. So what I was gonna say before I was sidetracked there, as I tend to have happen, all subs and Hello Fresh subs will act as additions to Chrono Deviants, which gives our characters advantage on rolls, hit points when they go down, extra spell slots, things like that. So keep that in mind. Let's see if this works. There we go. It is D&D night. I will be low to no interaction. Occasionally I will say hi in chat if you at me, if you have a problem, if you have issues with audio, or the scene isn't working, or the map is not updating for you, and we're talking about being in a different place. There may not be a map for it, so that sometimes that will happen, but if there's supposed to be a map, I will try to keep periodically checking in on that to make sure that that is updated on your guys' end. Sometimes it doesn't like to update for some reason. So we are using Roll20 tonight, and Discord to play with our friends Coraline, the Sphere 21, and Takester Gaming. So let's get the credits rolling. I'm going to jump into the chat. Looks like everything's good. Enjoy the show. Booyah.
Hey.
Hello, hello. So,
Yeah.
do we need a recap? Do we know what's happening?
I can do a quick recap.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Got my notes right, I think.
Get it. Oh my God, notes.
Hold on, I have okay. Gulch made a cart, and Mirda is pulling as she's turning into herself as a warhorse.
That's right.
We're on our way to the tower. Enra is meditating. Gulch is taking a short rest. We switch. Gulch is now lifting the cart. I'm on the front. I get an inspiration die for singing a sea shanty.
Yep.
I don't know if I get it this episode.
I'm gonna say you keep it. I'm gonna say you keep it because it was towards the end.
Okay. We stopped and pies were scattered all over the place. We collected 7 pies. Gulch walks with an old lady to her house that we find stuck under her pie cart. Enra stays with Mirda. Gulch safely walks the old lady to her house and returns back. We don't hear from him. Mirda is now surrounded currently when he wakes up after taking a short nap by 2 cats. Mirda has had a full rest and has awakened, and Mirda's trying to talk to the animals. The animals then attack Enra after feeding them some pies, being the rhubarb pie. And then Gulch has slowly entered the scene as we're getting attacked. And we have to start with rolling initiative.
I like this childlike wonder that you have brought to the scene that you're at right now by saying cats?
Yes,
Oh, you're surrounded by cats that you're just gonna pet. No, these are displacer beasts.
little cat.
Oh,
And they're huge. They do not look friendly.
displacer beast.
Yes.
Sounds more manly, more pirate.
It's, well, I mean, you have fought these before, and it's actually, in fact, the same thing that I have been misnaming Phaser Beast. I don't know why, but it's Displacer Beast. I don't know why. I think I was given that name by a DM one time, and I think it was just because they flavored it differently. So I just always like, it's shorter, it's easier to say to me.
Yeah.
So I've kept calling them that, and I've just realized, no, it's a Displacer Beast. You're a silly goose. So yes, you come upon this overturned pie cart while Gulch is returning Lady Margaret to her windmill abode that used to be a bed and breakfast with her sisters, and offers a reprieve if you ever should choose to do so. It seems to take him an extremely long time to get back, much longer than it took to get there while he was walking with the old lady. So who knows if he was trying to keep up with the old lady and she just made time go faster with her banter or what. But yes, let's set the scene. Let's do it. You are, is it this, I believe? Yes. I'm going to try to change the music here. I don't remember which one I had set for this, but it's not playing the right one because this is just like ambient music. So I'm going to change this real quick. Let me see if this can set the scene a little bit better. Oh, I remember what this is. Yeah, this is not it either. Okay. That is not the one. Okay. Let's see. Let's try this one. Yeah, that works. That's got some
Yeah.
that's got some tempo to it. It's a little more lighthearted than I would like, but that's fine. Okay. Give me a second. Boop. You are on the map again there, Gulch. So what we're gonna do is start with some initiative. So go ahead and roll your initiatives for me so we can get things going. As we start with combat.
Great.
Cool.
Because these, as you've tried to be friendly to them, but Inra, as you were backing away, you threw a pie down to the displacer beast that was trying to eat one. He seems to be slightly distracted by the pie that you threw down, and as you were backing up, you backed up into another displacer beast who was invisible, and as you bumped into it, it went visible.
Okay, so we can't see one.
No, you can see them both right now. You can see them both.
Okay.
You did have a rustling up here. I don't know if you're seeing my...
Yeah, see it.
Okay, cool. You did hear a rustling similar to the rustling that was happening over by the carriage earlier. Mirda, you are out. Is Winston with you, or did Winston stay behind Gulch?
I think Winston was with Mirda.
He stayed in the car.
Okay, so Winston is just kind of like hanging out there. I don't know what your range is, but if you were to be alerted from him, you would probably get that alert right about the time that you were stumbling into camp.
My range is as long as we're on the same plane.
Okay, so then you're good. Yeah, so you got all that. For some reason, my character sheets are not popping up, so hold on a second. Okay, so I'm going to say, for sake of combat, I'm going to make my Displacer Beast go at the same time. So, all right. Here we go. So, Inra, as you bump back into that solid wall and turn and look, you see this other Displacer Beast, and it makes a very guttural growling noise at you. It is not a purr, that of which you kind of heard from the other one who was eating pie and kind of distracted. The one over here also, you notice, is missing one of its tentacles on its two tails. This one, however, does not have that. It also has, in the patch that you noticed that was missing from the other Displacer Beast, where there's like, it looks like it had some skin missing, like it got into an accident or something, scratched and clawed it away. There is a symbol that seems to be branded and is glowing on the front arm of the Displacer Beast.
On which one?
The one that's right that you bumped into. The one on this side of the street.
Oh. Wait, since we're in initiative, do I still have the ability to move?
No. No, you're in combat now, so the Displacer Beast, as you bump into it, that's the one that's actually going, well, both of them are going to take their action. The other one is face down into the pie, so it's not going to take any action other than like nuzzling the pie and eating it until it's gone. That's what it's going to use its action to do. But the one that you bumped into does not take kindly to that and sees you and slams down with both tentacles onto your shoulders. And the first one fails miserably and like slaps down onto the ground and sticks, and you're actually in the dodging movement are able to step on it and kind of hold that tentacle down. The second one, 20 hits, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Second one hits you for a total of, why is it not doing my totals for me? So 15 damage. Bludgeoning and piercing damage. That's weird. Why is it splitting it up like that? That's weird. But yeah, we're gonna say 15 damage, 15 bludgeoning damage. There's some piercing damage in there, but I don't think that really matters for you. It's not like you're,
no.
unless you got something against that, you let me know.
No, I don't. Okay, 15.
Yep, 15 damage with that one tentacle hit that comes down really hard onto your shoulder. But you're stepping on the other hand, on the other tentacle that's on the ground.
Can I?
If you have a reaction, you can react, but there's no like it's not your turn yet. But well, you know what? Actually, you're next, so that is the end of its turn. So we're gonna go ahead and say that it can't step away from you because you're, in essence, on your turn now grappling it technically, or grappling that. You're stomping on that tentacle and it's keeping it down on the ground, so it can't move outside of your space for right now, unless it does a strength check. It is your turn.
Okay. Can I withdraw my sword and like Okay, I still have movement action if I do something, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah. You have movement. You have your action.
So can I draw my sword and then slice it?
Yeah. I'm gonna say that you probably have drawn your sword at this point, or whatever weapon you've decided by backing up from the other displacer beast. You've got your weapon out. And you're good. I'm not gonna. There's some instances where a DM will cause you to take your action to draw your weapon. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so
That's a free action to me.
That tentacle.
Yeah, the one that's on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Wait, what do I? Oh, sword. It's been so long. I've used the sword.
Yeah, that hits. And that is 8 slashing, 5 slashing. Is it? Oh, it's if you do a one-handed or two-handed. Is this one-handed?
Oh,
or do you have a
one-handed? Yeah.
Okay.
One-handed.
So you cut at it. It doesn't cut it off, but it definitely like causes a lot of pain, and there's definitely some blood that is like dripping from this wound as you've cut at it. But it's still hanging on pretty good. But you can tell by like maybe one more whack, one more good whack, you'd be able to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna step off of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go towards Mirda, next to Mirda here.
Okay. By
Don't come near me.
leaving its space, you do accrue
Opportunity.
a opportunity attack, which is going to be a tentacle attack, because that's
Okay.
their only attack.
Yeah.
Or melee attack anyway. And they do have a reach of 10 feet, so if you're within 10 feet, they can get you. 21 to hit, so they're going to get you for 9 total damage. And actually, make that 6. Wait. Yeah, make that 6, because what's in the little square is actually... Wait, that's not right. 10 plus 2, 1 plus 2. So 9 damage. And okay, so no, it's 9 plus 6, so 9... So 15 damage on that hit.
Wait, what? Oh, so what?
You're taking 15 damage.
15 damage total from that hit of the opportunity attack.
Right, but the AC is it 21 or
21. It would be 21. The first one, because it doesn't have advantage. Well, no, it doesn't have advantage.
Okay, so it's how much? 9?
15.
Yeah.
So it's 9 bludgeoning, 6 piercing. It's reading weird on my screen, so I need to stretch it out a little bit. There we go.
Taken. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Gulch, you come in to see these 2 giant beastly cat-like creatures that look very, very familiar. One is face down eating a pie, it seems, oblivious to you, and the other one is just lashed out at Inra twice, and you see Inra bleeding pretty profusely.
All right. Oh God. I am going to, as I am running up after Winston warned me of danger, Culture will start running. And Wah.
Oh yeah.
Wall of light.
Which one are you aiming at both of them? Why don't you draw out where you want it to go? Well, it's a Constitution saving throw, so hold on. So the first one I'm going to roll, the con save, is going to be the one directly in front of you, and then the second one is the far one.
Okay.
So that first one makes it, second one fails it.
All right. So second one.
The second one is so engrossed in eating this pie that it doesn't even notice it.
So the first one takes half of 11 damage,
Okay.
and the second one takes the 11 damage and is blinded.
Okay.
Well, with that, oops.
Blinded. Let's do... that. And low damage. Okay, cool. So you have damaged both of them. One for 5, one for 11. And then you have moved. Now, does this stay, this wall of light?
Yep.
Because it's not telling me anything about the spell except for just to hit and all that. That's
There you
fine.
go. Let me hold the bow.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. So okay, got it. Until spell ends, you can use an action to launch a beam of radiance from the wall at one creature you see within 60 feet. Make a ranged spell attack on a hit. So okay, so you can like shoot laser beams basically from the wall.
Yep.
Nice.
And every time I do, it just makes it 10 feet shorter.
Okay.
And then the wall lasts up to 10 minutes or until I dispel all the energy of the wall.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And that's your turn, yeah?
Yep.
Mirda, you're up.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Since I use my sword
Mm-hmm.
of whatever that I can't pronounce,
Oh.
I can grant somebody a reaction.
Okay.
Just in case. Do they have that until they use it, or until I use?
Why don't you read? If there's anything you can put into the chat, cool. If not, you can just read it off. Because you might be able to like click it and like show us what it says. Because honestly, it's been so long since you've used it, I've forgotten what it can do.
Me too.
There we go. Sword of the Pay Runes.
Yeah.
+1 to your bonus attacks, or to your attacks, and damage rolls. Once you turn, you can use this one. Along properties. So you get to use one of those properties every one of your turns, whether you use the sword or not.
Okay.
So, okay, I see. Immediately after you use the action to attack, you can enable somebody to within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to make one weapon attack. So this is a situation where if they have a weapon attack, if they have a crossbow, a weapon, not magic, but if they have a weapon, you can give them the ability to do that. So I see what you're going for here. Or you can give them the dash action, which means that they can move twice their speed without having to use their
dash action or dodge action to grant them that action.
What's that?
Yeah, because I would have to use the dash action in order to grant them.
Right. So depending on what you do with this sword, that allows them to do that. So you took the attack action. You're wanting to give somebody 60 feet a reaction with a weapon attack. Yeah.
That is all I was wondering about.
Okay.
All right.
So if anybody has a long-ranged weapon, if you would like to do that, I will let you do that so that way we can understand how this works.
I mean, I
You just cut out.
have a crossbow.
What's up to you? I don't want to make you use your crossbow.
Well, yeah, you're offering the reaction.
Yeah,
So you can use it or not.
I'll use the crossbow.
Okay, so we'll let you use a crossbow, and this is not counting in your turn. So like you can just do one crossbow attack if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And this would have been in reaction to it does not hit. It like falls short. You're like you're not ready for it, and you're like you see Inra coming at you, and you're like oh shit, and it like misfires.
All right.
But now you know. Now it's your turn, Mirda. Your actual turn.
My real turn.
Your real turn, yeah. And Gulch, don't let me forget that we have Winston here that can go on your turn.
Oh, yes.
I am gonna cast. Like,
Spike growth. Oh, the good old spike growth.
oh. Well, no, I clicked it and then I was like, oh, I should display it so we can read it.
No, that's good. Oh, I see.
But it already put it in chat. So I was like, oh.
So it's a sphere of 20 feet. So you can draw the 20 by the 4x4 block that you want it to encompass. I mean, your range is 150, so it's basically this entire map. So wherever you want it.
Right there.
Now
in
it's
the sky.
a 20-foot radius, so it's actually
Oh, 20 foot.
20-foot radius. So
4
Damn.
by 4?
well, the radius is from the middle.
Oh
It's a
shit!
So that's 40 feet wide, right? Is my geometry right?
No.
Oh god, I can't
Yeah.
move it. Oh no.
Here, I can delete it for you if you want. Hold on. Here,
I'm
stop.
just trying to move.
I can get rid. There you go. There you go.
Is this good enough?
We'll say you can control that. So we'll say yeah, but that's 25 feet. So diameter is from end to end. Radius is from the center out. So it's actually almost twice the size of this.
So big.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make it smaller though? Like, does it have to encompass that actual size?
Let's see what this says here. In a 20-foot, the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within a range, it takes 2d4. No, it looks like it has to be that large.
Damn.
So
It's kind of hard to do with the circle.
I can do it if you
this
want.
right?
I was just trying to let you have. Hey, it's like oval. So if you hold down shift,
Damn it!
it should do it. Hold on a second. There you go. I'm gonna make you do it.
Oh my god.
You can also control Z. That will take things away. Why am I not able to? Oh, because I'm not on the right. There we go.
Okay.
So this goes.
How does that look?
Whoa.
Where's the? Oh. Whoa.
Killing
No,
me.
Bigger than this.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn.
So big.
it's 20. It's huge. It's a pretty big space. So make your circle, and then so that's 40 feet. Wait, was that right? So you go 40 feet end to end. So basically that big, but I'm assuming you're gonna want to put it right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now you're good.
Okay, so they're both encompassed in this. Like,
No, just the one
No.
because it's
the-
right
see the
outside
pink
of
circle?
in front of you.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Everything in the circle.
Why not cut both? Never mind. Go ahead.
I mean,
Now this is so nothing's going to take place right now, but at the beginning of their turn. Oh, okay.
Does it? Do you have to do like the entire token, or how does that work?
No, it just has to touch it. If it starts its turn within that space, or if it walked into it, it would take 2d4 damage for every 5 foot that it travels. So if it tries to get out of it, it's going to take more damage. So
yeah, I figured that would be good with his wall of light that already messes with them a
yeah,
little.
that's real good.
Right. I like it.
All right, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Displacer beasts, they seem to kind of like pick their paws up off the ground, like they're seeing this kind of overgrowth and these thorns start to like tear into their skin as they both try to get out. And they're trying to get out of the immediate danger zone.
Can I be a
Which-
pain in the ass?
Huh?
Yeah.
So can I be a pain in the ass?
Please.
If the one displacer beast is blind and disoriented from the wall,
Uh-huh.
is there any chance that he'd run into the circle a little bit?
Why don't you make me a D4? We'll say evens and odds. So we'll say you pick.
All right. Say evens he goes in, odds he goes out.
All right. So roll a D4. Odds he goes out, evens he goes in. Evens he goes out. So he went out. So
No,
okay.
I said evens in, odds out.
okay, we'll say okay, that's fine. So then we'll say he.
Did
Oh,
I,
yeah.
Did I? Yeah.
No, you did.
Okay.
You said even.
You did, you
wanted
did,
even.
you did. So I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
5,
yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He runs to the other end to try to get out. Let me double check that. What's his... Okay. Oh, actually, he does get out. A full 40 feet. Bumps into the other one. The other one, like, takes a step back. He also takes some damage. But roll me... 2, 3. So, yeah, roll me the damage of... Well, you're going to roll that
I just hit the
You-
2d4 button.
the 2d4 button, you're going to need to do that. So we'll say the full 40 feet. So like every 5 feet. So 8 times. So we'll need 8 of
then why
those.
don't-
Eight. So 7 more times. You need to click that button, or you can just
Holy shit.
roll d4s. But you're going to be responsible for calculating it all up. I ain't counting that shit. I'm not an accountant, damn it.
Is that right? 7?
That's 8, yeah. Total.
42.
Oh, you already did that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, 42 damage. Oh my god. Okay. So does as it leaves your thorny space that you've made here, you will need to roll another one more for the other guy. The other one that's over here.
Me or T?
You. Okay, so 4. 4 damage for the one in the back who was actually looks like it was already kind of damaged, and it winces in pain as it walks out. And you can tell that it's kind of been cut up, and some of the blood that was accrued from your previous battle has dried, but it's not like it's gotten a full heal from having to run all through the night, just about as much as you guys had to get here. But the other one looks like, it was in pristine shape, and now it's looking not too much better off than the one behind it that had already taken some damage from a previous battle. But it is still up and kicking.
Stopping in the wall, he takes another 27 damage.
27 damage?
Yeah.
So now they both equally look shitty, except for the one that's in the wall has both tentacles and the other one does not.
Oh, the guy in the wall can also roll to see if he is unblinded.
What was that roll?
DC 16 for Constitution save.
Constitution DC 16. Straight
He's still
10s.
blind.
Nope, still blinded. It will try. 1 second, because it's still their turn, and like they haven't taken any actions other than their movement.
Do they have a move called "Give Each Other Bath"?
No.
They have a meow.
let me lick that wound for you, make it feel better.
Turns out we're playing Stray, not D&D.
Okay. So it actually has something called avoidance, which I just realized, which lets it take half damage on anything that makes it roll a damage roll. So it's actually going to take half that 27 damage. So it's a little bit better, but not by much.
Okay.
And I think everything else is still the same. It's fine. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm just double checking things. So you notice that the displacer beasts, both of them kind of like look at each other, and the one from behind kind of like bats at it, like get away from me, and the other one's like it hisses at it, and they kind of like seem like they're like at odds with each other, and you see them both start to like kind of vibrate as they're kind of like having this communication that seems foreign to you, but they're both vibrating. And that is their turn. Inra, your turn.
Does anyone know any reason why they're vibrating, or?
I wonder if they're communicating with the tower or something.
Alright, well, let's try and stop that
Or
communication.
summoning others.
Or that. I'm gonna cast this. Display.
Innervation?
innervation.
Oh, okay. Let's read this up.
The one closest to me.
The one closest to you? Okay. A tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you can see within range. To drain life from it, the target must make a dexterity saving throw on a successful save. So it's going to have that same thing where it can negate half of whatever you're doing to it to create damage, but it still needs to roll. So let's do that. It's a dexterity and a DC 14. Okay, so here we go. Does not make it, so it does take the damage that you're trying to, or half the damage that you're trying to give it. So go ahead and roll that damage on it.
Where's the damage?
You just click the button. So target takes 2d8 necrotic damage, and the spell ends on a failed save.
Yeah.
The target takes 4d8. So you're gonna do that 4d8, and we're gonna divide that by 2 because it did fail. So it's everything that happens afterwards still occurs, but it only takes half the damage.
Would it be the 22 up at the top with the roll?
Oh, you're right. It did automatically do that. Well, hold on. That's 48. Yes, correct. So it'll be 11 damage. So now it is back where it was before we divided that damage in half. So they're looking equally shitty.
Cool.
But everything else after, until the spell ends, you can use your action on each of your turns to automatically deal 4d8 so half of, well, I'll say all of that necrotic damage to the target. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. If the target is, okay, so literally you can use your action from now on to just give it damage. If you do anything else on your act, well, you can move. That's fine. But your action, if you do anything else to do on your action, this spell ends.
Right, and that counts as, I'm assuming, bonus action as well. It doesn't have to be like a one.
No, action is an action. A bonus action is a bonus action.
Got it. So in that case,
Rules as written.
I'm going to use 2 sorcery points
Okay.
to turn one of my spells into a bonus action.
Okay. I'm excited.
It's just going to be Blade Ward for now.
Okay. And this is going to extend your hand, trace sigil until the end of your next turn, or have resistance against bludgeoning. Okay, so if you get hit again, you're going to have like damage.
Yeah. It gets
divided by half. Yeah, or divided by 2. Cool. Okay.
And I'll move slightly over here. And that'll
Okay.
be my turn.
Gulch, it's up
It smells.
to
It
you.
smells funny.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a burning sensation from that radiant damage that's come off of the wall, and it's like burnt hair and like this tar, this scent of tar, this acrid smell is kind of like coming into your nostrils. The scent of burnt hair and whatever their blood might be made out of. Smelling real good.
Good.
Real gruddy. It is your turn, Gulch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go within that a little bit there. Oh, wait.
What's that?
What's this?
Give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you draw your designs.
Thank you. So I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Hypnotic pattern. Now, is this a concentration spell? If it is your other one a concentration spell? Because you can only do one concentration spell at a time.
You're right. Well, in that case, the wall disappears.
Okay.
I'll do that. So I create a twisting pattern of colors that weave through the air inside a 30-foot cube. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On failed throw, creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. So wisdom saving throws, DC 16.
Yeah.
All right. This is the first one, the one that's closest to you. Whoop. E beats it.
Okay.
Second one, yeah, by 1 barely. Ooh, second one is yours.
All right.
Second one did not make it, and it is Where is your... Let's put you into charm state. Oh, what do we want to use for that? Let's go with this. There we go. Little heart with chains around it. Okay.
And then I'm going to.
And then the pattern goes away, right? In that area.
Yeah, 'cause it vanishes. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes.
Yeah, and then I guess the charm lasts a minute.
Okay. Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. Got it. Okay, so the one in the back is kind of like its face changes. It's almost like it's like in a happy state, and it goes back to eating whatever remnants of a pie that might be around, but it stays still.
Cool.
Is that it?
That's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. Okay, Mirda, you're up.
What does the weather look?
So, sunny days. What did we say this was? You guys went about noon. You were there about noon. It took about 2 hours for this whole back and forth with Pie Lady. Mm-hmm. You needed full rest, which was you were a horse for what, 5 hours? And then,
I was a horse for 4.
but didn't you do it twice? 8
Yeah, I
hours.
don't remember what
So
it
you
was.
had 8 hours, and then you needed an 8-hour rest. So that's 16 hours. And Gulch was on duty for, what did we say, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
then
it
that
was just
a-
no. I think I walked for about 3.
So we'll say it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is not overcast. There's a handful of clouds in the sky because most of the clouds have gone with the weather system that's up above, or to the north of you. So a couple of wispy clouds, but nothing overcast. The sun is still up. It's sunny, I guess we would say. Partly cloudy.
What is a bonus cantrip? Can I use that as a bonus action?
Put it in. Well, a bonus cantrip.
That's what it says. It says.
What's
at
the
will
action
bonus
say?
Cantrip. It says 1 action.
Bonus cantrip, I think, it's just they give you an extra cantrip because of a feature or a trait, but it still
That makes
acts as
sense.
a. Let me take a look at your.
An action.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
but it's still what you need to pay attention to is the time that it says that it takes to cast it. So if it's an action, a bonus action, that's where it'll tell
It
you.
does say 1 action.
Okay, if it says 1 action, that's what it is. That's what's going to take.
Okay.
Bonus. Where'd you see this in your actions?
Yeah, under spells.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what that means. That's what that means. That's an action.
Okay, I am going to cast Infestation
Okay.
on the one closest.
Okay. So let's see what we got here.
Cause a cloud of mites. Please lure other parasites to appear momentarily on one of the creatures. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move its speed at least 5 feet.
So we'll do a Constitution saving throw. I would take half of whatever damage if there is any. So let's go ahead and get this Constitution saving throw. A good point that was brought up as far as like your magic and stuff. And some people will disagree with my ruling, but that's how I've always had things played. You can't cast 2 spells in a round, in a turn. The caveat there is cantrips are different in my book to spells. You can cast a cantrip and a spell if like you can cast a cantrip as an action or a bonus action and use your other action or bonus action, whatever you have left over, as a spell if you have it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So as far as like the bonus cantrip, that to clarify that. So okay. So they cast, or they did a 17 on their Constitution save, so they actually made that, and then they would half whatever damage that might be coming their way.
So 4 poison.
Okay, 4 poison. Oh, okay. So there we go. So it takes 4 poison. It winces a little bit, but it's like, and it,
I
Then
don't
you
think it
roll a
takes any
D-
damage. It says,
well,
do a saving throw, or it takes the damage
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
moves
right.
5
It was
feet.
4.
oh, in your spell, yeah. Okay, so you're right.
Yeah.
So then no damage then,
He just looks pissed off.
and then you would have to roll, because then if it did take damage, it would roll to see what direction it would go.
Right.
Right. Okay. And it doesn't tell me what level you cast that at, but that's fine. Oh, never mind. It's weird. It's a cantrip. You can't cast at a level. Okay. So is that your turn?
Yep.
So you did your best.
Nothing. I did.
Displace our beast. I'm gonna roll. What was it to get rid of the blindness? Because it still had that.
It's
Constitution?
Constitution saving.
Do you remember what the
My DC is 16.
didn't make it? So it's still blinded, I guess. So roll me.
Oh wait.
Does it go
No,
away?
but
Or the,
I think. Give me a second. Let me double check. Because my wall is gone. Oh no! It just says the creature is blinded for 1 minute.
yeah, because it doesn't have anything to do with the wall after that. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's just blinded. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh man, that was so
Blinded for
bright,
a
I can't
minute.
see. So it's got like it's like whenever you go into a dark room and your eyes acclimate or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it's kind of simulating. Okay,
So
So-
a minute's what, like 10 seconds or 10 turns?
since it was your spell, I want to go ahead and give me a D4 roll. We'll do same thing as far as what direction it goes.
Oh, okay.
1 will be left, 2 will be like up, 3 is right, 4 is down. Okay, so 2 was up. So
Damn
it goes, it actually takes a little bit of damage because it has to run into the rough terrain again. It actually takes some of its terrain away as well. So 5, 10, 15. We will say it gets right out of it because it can only move 20 feet. And it's going to take 44s damage.
Okay, well,
So I'm just gonna hit these 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage. And as it gets out of the spiky growth, it starts to limp, and it looks like it's one of its paws is up and it's not moving as fast anymore. And you see like a fairly thick trail of blood that is kind of following it. Does not look good. The other one, however, is still charmed and can't move. So it just kind of, in whatever way a displacer beast can, meows at you. Wow.
cool.
And Inra, your turn.
You're muted.
Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking anyway. How far does this thing go? Oh, yeah, okay. We're gonna do Melf's Minute Meteors.
These are all new things, Ollie. What?
Yeah.
All right. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff.
Doing the Lord's work. Let me scroll this up a little bit.
I can wait. Wait, yeah. Then I can cast it.
Melf's Minute Meteors. I think this is a newer spell too. I don't remember this one.
I have a bunch of little baby meteors around me.
Yeah. 6 tiny meteors in your space. They float in the air. You can cast a spell and use as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expend one or two of the meteors, sending them streaking towards a point or points you choose within 120 feet of you. Once a meteor reaches its destination for impact against a solid surface, the meteor explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of the point where the meteor explodes must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Okay, and then you're at 4th level.
Yeah, so is the bonus action for the next turn, or is that now?
Bonus action is now. But also, don't forget that you're casting this at level 4, so you're going to get 2 extra meteors. Yeah,
Oh,
2 extra meteors. So whatever you don't have to roll to like see how many you make, right? 6. So you get 8. So you have 8 of these meteors that are floating around you.
All right, I'll shoot one at each
Okay.
cat.
Okay. So they gotta make what? Dex saving throws?
Do I have to roll twice then? Or
Yeah. So
this roll that I did will do it for the closest one towards me.
right, these get created, so then you have to expend 1 or 2 meters, sending a string towards. Hold on. Let's reread this. When you cast a spell as a bonus action on each of your turns thereafter, you can expend 1 or 2 of the meteors, sending them streaking towards a point or points you choose within 120 feet. So you don't actually, I mean, you can try to hit them, but you don't have to. You can just hit the ground. And if they're within 5 feet, which if you were to hit between them, it would be.
Yeah,
You would hit both of
let's do
them.
that. Let's hit in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
Do I have to roll again for what I just
No,
did there?
no, you just do your 2d6, and then they're going to take half of that because of their ability.
2d6.
Okay, so they're going to take 4 damage each. The one that's the furthest away, it it hits the back leg, and now 2 of its legs are no longer kind of in working order, and you see it very much trying to limp away at a snail's pace, and it's not prone, but it's not able to move very well.
So
Is it
since I
running
shot 2 meteors, or no wait, yeah, since I shot 2 meteors, that was my bonus action, right?
Correct. So your action to cast it, your bonus action to shoot them.
Got it. All right.
So you still have movement and free action, which is to talk.
I'm gonna move over
Scream.
here
P.
and end my.
Okay, so you're getting over there, getting closer. Yeah, and you notice that this one that's further off is most definitely like having a hard time. It doesn't look like it's got much left. Everybody do a perception check for me, please. And Gulch, it's your turn after that. Inra, as you're walking away, you start to hear rustling in the tree behind the carriage, over behind you here. Gulch, you are also immediately aware that there is a bit of there's just this heaviness around you, and you hear sound of small twigs and such and brush like being pushed into the ground. And as you look around you, you notice that there's little paw prints kind of being made in the grass directly behind the carriage.
Oh, yeah.
So with that information, do what you will with it. And it is right here.
Where?
This is where you see the paw prints.
I can't see.
Oh, hold on. Right there. Still nothing? Okay, hold on.
No.
I don't know why it doesn't do this. I'm the DM. This shouldn't require me to go into player mode. Do you see that? Oh, you weren't looking.
Again?
Were you?
No, I wasn't looking.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
see it
that's what I
now.
thought.
I see it now.
I was gonna
Fuckers.
say I didn't see it that time.
Do you see it
Because I
here?
wasn't looking.
Did you see it this
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know why it does it here, but it doesn't do it on the DM side. So that's fine. But yeah, directly behind the carriage.
Okay. I do a good old Elder Blast and try to hit this guy.
Elder Blast. Which guy?
This one.
The one far away? Okay. You hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh, that's you.
How do you envision this animal expiring?
Oof.
Myrna's
Happy
face
are
is
you?
just
I
so
know.
sad.
Just the way you said it.
Devastated.
And I've been thinking of the kitty and putting down a kitty. I feel like as I shoot, I'm gonna kind of like hit one of the injured paws and like skid across his face a little bit,
Okay.
and then he's just gonna kind of flop down.
Okay. So you're just like kind of putting it out of his misery?
Yeah,
Is that what you're doing? Okay. Being kind with it, as it were.
trying to. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's one way to go, I guess, with little monsters or whatever.
And then, because he's already no longer charmed. Oof.
He's
that
not?
definitely hits.
Oh, because he got hit,
Oh,
right? So
he
he
got
got
hit.
damaged,
He took
right? I forgot about
damage.
that. Yep. Good call. Good call.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him
Okay.
for 12 damage.
So you definitely hit. How do you envision this animal expiring?
Like, I'm gonna take out a foot, and
Okay.
as I do, it's gonna go like, woof, woof, and, like half front flip forward,
Okay.
and then just not move.
As it falls to the ground, you notice the tentacle that's like flailing in the air that doesn't, or the tail that's flailing in the air that doesn't have a tentacle. It kind of like just peters out and it hits the ground.
And then, wait, let me see here. Oh, I still get other shit too.
You have a yeah, because that's just your Eldritch Blast,
It's
because you
just-
get two of
yeah,
those on your
I get
action.
two of those in the next.
Right.
So from there, I'm going to. Give me a second. I got this. I got this. Yeah, actually, okay, I don't really have anything. So I'm going to walk over here and just say, hey, I think there's another one over behind the cart.
As you leave, why don't you make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 16?
A deck save?
Yeah.
I'm
Lucky ass.
nimble as fuck.
You kind of like you you take a step, and you kind of like you notice that some of the ground is a little bit muddy, and you like kind of slip just a little bit, and just to the right, but you catch yourself, and as you do, you hear this thunk on the ground next to you, and you see like kind of some like dust particles and some grass kind of like float away, and there's this strange like slug-like indentation shape on the ground next to you, and as you continue to move.
Okay.
All right.
I think I'm just gonna go a little closer up here.
Okay. Mirda, your turn. You have not seen any of these things. No one has yelled to you
Nope.
about them. No one has said anything about them.
Yeah, I'm
So do
totally
what you want.
clueless.
You see both of these kitties that are
What's like the projection of our voice? Like, is there a max to that, or
like, I mean,
we're within 30
anybody
feet,
within 30
but-
feet. It's not like there's
like yell at you,
noise.
right?
There's not like there's no. It's plains, right? There's a few trees here and there, but there's nothing really blocking a lot of your vocal inflections, unless you're wanting it to, like you're trying to whisper.
yeah?
But
we're
anything
not, like,
that's
in the middle of a club and I'm trying to yell at her.
right. You're just at a reasonable volume, but like within 50 feet, people could probably hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, Minna, it's your turn. It's not mine.
Mirda, your turn. It seems that there is no more danger. However, the danger music is still playing.
I mean, I don't see anything. So
Right.
I'm just gonna relax and like move over towards the guys. Like, oh wow,
Okay.
thanks for killing my cat.
Do you lose concentration on your spell here?
I mean, yeah, let's say I do,
Okay. All right.
because I think everything's over. So like,
Yeah. Sure. Of course.
I hold it.
So do you hold it? Do you You just walk over there and you don't do anything on your turn? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. At that, you notice, because you hear it from behind you, the carriage start to kind of, and you see Winston. Is Winston inside or on top?
Yeah, he's inside.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, good. Good for you, Winston.
Yeah, he has not come outside.
This changes things. And you start to hear this kind of bestial, guttural kind of roar out at you as the top of the carriage kind of slumps down, and you notice that the shocks are basically like fully expressed. And Mirda, you are greeted with you see the springs like pop up, like whatever was causing that is no longer there. And you are directly greeted to the face with this wet, slimy tentacle and scratching across your face as it makes purchase upon your cheek for 7 bludgeoning, 6 piercing damage, so a total of 13 damage, right? 13 damage.
Yep.
And again, to your leg. Oh, that's not right. Your leg like feels something slap at it, but not finding any purchase. But you feel like somebody's trying to like hit you with a stick or something, but it does nothing to you. And it is Inra's turn. Inra, you see this, or you hear the noises that Mirda might make.
Ow!
Mirda, for a brief second when that happens, sorry, Inra, for a brief second when that happens, you do have like this vision. It's almost like you got your your lights knocked out, but like what happens is like for a second when that makes connection, you see another one of these beasts directly in front of you, and it just flickers. Only you see it though, just almost like the connection created made you be able to see it.
There's another.
Wait, is Merida knocked out?
No. Just like it hit, like, it hit her, and she's like, "Oh, shit!" But when it happened, when it connected, she saw for a brief second.
Got it.
What hit
Now,
her?
is she falling?
No.
As like because it hits her leg?
No, she's still up. She's there's no. They didn't knock her on. It hit her leg, but it didn't do enough damage to
Okay, I
like
just wanna make
cause
sure
her
she
to.
wasn't, like, prone or anything.
Correct.
Got it.
So, but it is your turn. As you hear,
I'm
Mirda.
sorry. Another what? Another pie? Because there's plenty around.
No, not another pie. There's another displacer beast.
Oh. Do you have? Well, obviously the one that just nailed you in the face is one. Are you aware of any more others? You're a little bit late to the party. Guilty's over here hugging my back. Get off.
You have one more response before the free action is over.
Got it.
I mean, I told you guys there was another one around here. I pointed, it was over there. Ish. There.
You didn't say shit.
I did say.
Oh, that's right, because you tripped and yeah.
Yeah, I said, oh shit, there's another one over there. The Murder's like, I think we're all done.
Henry, you still have an action. You still have like your full turn, so like it's. But if you you can act appropriately, however you want.
I'm gonna have to cast. Give me a sec. 'cause I didn't think of
Okay.
this.
Yeah, go do your
I
thing.
thought it would be done. I thought we would be done.
You thought, but yet, again, in the distance, you hear the battle music playing. And you feel like you're being stalked.
Okay. We're gonna cast this. scratches.
Ooh.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
In that direction, behind like the carriage, the 50-foot sphere, right?
Yeah, you can make it however, like, just go ahead and draw it out. I mean, I can do it for you, but
30 foot.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
so in
Just
roll
hit the
20,
circle.
you go over to
Circle, and then
your drawings, you do circle, and you make it happen.
I don't know what. Oh, I can't move that.
Oh, so just draw one circle and then go back into select move.
You draw a booby.
I'm not drawing.
How dare you?
How do I delete my little?
On this
Hit delete.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Hit the delete button.
Where is this going?
Oh, what's this? What's
Here,
this?
hold on.
The big movie.
Hold on. There you go.
Aww.
I did that on purpose, but that's
Oh, you wanted it to be okay.
because it's darkness. You can't see what's in there.
Right. I mean, well,
All right, fair enough.
okay. If you want to play that game, we can do that.
I like
I
it.
don't want to play that game.
I
Where's
like
it-
it.
That's
Where's
fine.
it going?
Okay.
It's fine.
It would go directly behind the cart. Go there.
The
Yeah, no yawning.
Like there.
the
Too
darkness
Behind the rear of the cart, because that's where I
Oh.
thought.
over here.
Mom.
Yeah.
That area?
A little bit down.
Okay.
Cool.
Now, just so you're aware, like you saw
It hit
Mirta
me.
take one in the face.
And you're putting it,
Oh,
it behind.
This is where you
Whoa.
saw it earlier, but then you saw Mirta get taken a slap to the face, but you don't see where it's at. So
Oh,
it's probably more likely that it's not behind there anymore.
I didn't think of that.
I see what you're saying.
Displacer beast.
Well, I mean, it could be
Oh,
magical. It could have shot at you
I
or
didn't
something.
think of that.
I get it. You can move it if you want. I'm gonna let you.
Can I move it like here? Like, oh, okay.
Here, you point and I'll right. So back where it was,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't even.
Yeah, no, that's that works. So there's this large, dark orb that kind of like, you know, hovers into the visible space there, and you hear a lot of shifting and a growl.
I have another question.
Mhm.
Bonus action. I was going to spend more sorcery points.
Yeah.
I can use sorcery points to gain an additional spell slot, but I don't know. It doesn't say how many sorcery points I spend,
Right.
but it does say
You.
it's
That's
plural.
something that most. I've only played a sorcerer once, so like I'm just from experience. So like that's usually like, hey, I'm on a long rest or a short rest, and I need more spell slots, or you need it in combat, and you're going to use your action to, or your bonus action to bring another spell slot into existence.
Hold on. I just got it. There's a whole. I just click on it. There's like a whole thing for it.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Go ahead. I am. I'm good.
I end.
Okay.
I-
Yeah, sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry.
I end my turn.
Sorry. The other day.
Gulch, you see this giant black orb kind of shift into the space between you guys and the carriage. You saw Mirta get smacked in the face by something, and there's these tear marks into her face.
And
Your turn.
I'm going to step right there. Use color spray and just spray into the darkness and open it.
Okay. So you just get pray and spray? Is that what you're doing? Pray and color
Solid
spray?
technique.
It's a 15-foot cone from where I am.
Right. So which direction are you gonna? I need a general direction that it's gonna spread out from.
Like,
Like take your arrow, like your
Oh,
your
yeah, that
snap
works too.
arrow. Like what direction? Like
so I'd be like, I guess, fucking this way.
okay. So you do so.
Yeah. All right. I do so.
All right. Let's see.
And it does 29 damage to whatever creature it is.
Well, hold on. So it says roll 60-10. The total is how many hit points of a creature this spell can affect.
Oh, sorry.
Creatures in a 15-foot cone. Ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring conscious. Start with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by the spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total. So basically, this is like a crowd control type of thing. But if there's only one, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna let this affect this, because what it's meant to do is like there's a bunch of kobolds or goblins in front of you. Boom.
Take out a bunch.
Because there's a bunch of them, you know. But like there's one. So there's no extras to absorb, or that you see to absorb hit points, right? So we'll say cool. Now you're casting this at first level, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure? Because you're
you're a
it's
warlock. Part of a feat, so I can
okay.
only cast it less first.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you said 29. So okay. So you put your hand into the darkness, and you see this like a bright spark for a second that just goes like that, just like what my face did, and then it disappears. Like you just see like a flashbang, but real quick because it gets absorbed by the darkness, and then you hear a. Rawr! It seems that you did hit it. Anything else?
Sorry, give me a second. I'm just trying to double check something. Okay. I was gonna say, like, if it's dazzling lights, like, does the darkness negate it? But
No, yeah, it negates it. It's magical darkness, so no light can go into it. Even magical light will have an issue.
Light can, but it'll
Right, it just like kind of disperses into it.
Okay, so I can still do the damage. It just
the shit out of you if you get rid of my darkness.
No. I just want to make sure like the darkness wouldn't absorb all the colors and not do any damage.
Right. No, it'll still do the damage, but it doesn't linger.
Okay. I think. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna come over here, just kind of circling around the darkness. So like. Ooh.
You're okay. You're like kind of.
Yeah, I'm using my 30 movement to go around the darkness.
So you know approximately where Mirror is at, but you can't see Mirror anymore, and you actually, I don't think you would be able to see Inra either. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Mirror, your turn. You just got smacked in the face. This giant ball of blackness just came up in front of you. You heard noises as Gulch stuck his hand into the darkness and pop.
I am going to another big ass. How big is Ollie's circle?
What'd you say, Ollie?
Is it 20-foot radius?
25 feet?
25.
It's supposed to be 30
Supposed to be
feet.
25. But
Was it?
like 35.
What was the?
No.
Hold on.
It's a 15-foot radius. So it should be
15
30
foot
feet.
radius, so
15.
30 feet across all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
To you. Oh.
Yeah. You're gonna make a perfect spike circle. That'd be really dope.
No. Damn it. every single time.
Yeah, I can help. Oh, you got it. Don't forget Control Z will just go, like, keep hitting it, and it'll go back. So what are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I'm just the DM. No big deal. Whatever. It's all good. I don't need to know what's happening in the game.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast entangle inside of his.
Oh, okay, in the darkness. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool, cool, cool.
So whatever's in there will hopefully just stay there.
Okay. So we need a strength saving throw. Creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained and entangled in plants until it ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell DC. On a success, it frees itself when the spell ends. So basically, you're just trying to keep it where it's at.
Yeah.
So let's go strength saving throw. Wow. That is a 11. It fails. It fails. It is. You don't know this.
No.
Maybe you hear a struggle. You hear weeds like being like pulled at, but they don't snap. And you are very familiar with this sound from being a druid and knowing what the sound of broken vines and broken, roots and things like that would sound like. You can tell that this thing has taken hold from sound. What else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Not gonna move or anything.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. You hear the growls, and they are very close, and it's almost as if it never moved from the spot it was at, and you feel these two tentacles lash out at you at disadvantage because it can't see you. Whap!
No.
And it's a disadvantage, so it doesn't hit. The second one is a crit and a fail. Are you serious? Oh my god!
That's hilarious.
Wow. Okay.
It does hit.
So no, it doesn't. A 7?
No, it doesn't?
A 7 hits you?
Oh, no. So I thought the
I
26.
thought it was a 26.
And
So
then the
it's
seven
at
is
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
So it rolls twice automatically for me just to save time.
Oh.
So the 26, so I crit hit you and crit failed to hit you.
Oh,
I literally rolled a 20 and a 1.
Yeah,
And so
pretty funny.
with that crit fail though, what that means is that something bad has to happen to him. So you're going to see this tentacle come out and swipe at you, but it's just to the side of you, and it grabs onto the ground so tightly. You see like the piercing of these like small, tiny teeth, and as it hits the ground, you see it kind of like vibrate the ground, and then you see the tentacles almost as if it's no longer invisible. So you're able to see the animal. But it's almost like it hit so hard into the ground that it stuck into the ground. As it slammed down on top of a pie pan into the ground, and now that's like its tentacle is stuck in the ground.
We gave it a weapon.
You didn't give it a weapon. You just armored its tentacle. That is, it will try to pull up on it, but it cannot because it is entangled. Inra, your turn.
Do I see that it's stuck? Or
You see this tentacle come out of the darkness, and it's just hanging out there on the ground. You see it next to Mirda's foot, but it seems like it's stuck. It's trying to pull itself back, and it can't.
Can I charge and slice it with my sword?
Absolutely.
My
If you
whatever.
got range, you're good. Yeah,
I should.
with your sword of Perun.
Around pay runes. You have to move. It's 5 feet. Reach. Do I reach it, or is it like over?
It's on. We'll say it's on this side. It's directly in front of you. Yeah,
Oh, it's right here.
it's directly in front of you, right here. Like this is where the hand is at. Yeah,
Oh, sick.
or the
Slice that.
tentacle. So you slice at it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Make your attack.
The license. Where are we?
I'll say with advantage
was
because it's on the
gonna do-
ground.
Okay, I was gonna do two-handed slice because like I see it and it's stuck.
Right, but you need to roll again because it's with advantage. Oh man. Okay, so you actually miss. You're like, ah! And you come down on it with your sword, so you're just startled by it because you're like, holy shit, there's another one. Oh my god, in front of me, and you're just so excited to hit it, but like it just like you're just like poof, onto the ground next to it, and it doesn't hit. So yeah, unfortunately, that does not hit it. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Give me a sec.
Okay.
You're never going to recover from this.
We're never
I'm
going to recover.
recover from this. I'm going to. I'm going to spend another 2 sorcery points for a bonus action
Okay.
to cast. Where are you? This side? Ah. I'm going to cast Ice Knife at
Okay.
that tentacle.
Okay.
Play 2.
Does Ice Knife require? I don't think it requires concentration, right? No, they're good. Okay.
It
Cool.
was an 11.
So, Ice Knife. You're just so excited to attack this thing. You cast this Ice Knife out, and as it hits the ground, it hits just to the side of it, and just kind of breaks apart into small little pieces of ice, and the bits like fall off to the side, and they dissipate, and they turn back into water, and then just soak up into the ground. Unfortunately, you do not hit with Ice Knife. Now,
Walk over here next to
now
this pie.
let
and
me
just be
let
quiet.
me verify because I see a DC 14 dexterity saving throw. Hold on. Make a ranged spell attack against target on a hit. A target takes it. Yada yada. On a hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and the creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So the DC 14 dex saving throw, which is gonna be within 5 feet, which includes Mirda. So Mirda, you need to make a dexterity saving throw, and so does the Displacer Beast. But he's at disadvantage, so he's gonna hit.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna hold on 1 sec. 1 sec. I knew this was gonna happen.
Too late, Ollie.
No.
Target and the
Killed.
creature.
If you're dead, I will laugh.
No.
So
I
You
can
cast
spend
this.
1 more sorcery point for up to 2 creatures to succeed on a saving throw of a spell that I've casted.
now, hold on. Is that a? So you've used an action and a bonus action,
Oh.
so you're out of
What
actions.
actions used as? It doesn't say anything.
Your action was to slice at it, and then your ice knife.
Yeah.
You used your bonus action to use
Yeah,
sorcery
ice knife is
points to,
Oh, so I can't
which.
do
So
that.
I actually think I gave you an extra action there by accident because we were just in the moment, but I'm gonna let it happen. So ice knife, you would have been able to.
Okay.
Well, no, that was your bonus action to use the sorcery points to cast a spell.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So I can't save her.
Correct. She can't save that. So Mirda, you take 7 exploding ice knife damage, which is ice damage, I guess.
Yep.
Sorry.
One of the shards.
And you hear the Displacer Beast also take some sort of damage because it makes a noise.
Great.
I walk away. Sorry, Mirda.
It's fine. Everything's fine here.
You just dropped it and walked away.
Yeah.
right.
Just
Bye.
boom. Bye.
I'm picking it up. I've got a plan.
Gulch, your turn.
Okay. At this point, I can kind of see Enra. I'll look over at him.
Yeah, you can see Inro now.
Yeah.
You just can't see
And I'll
Mirda.
just say, Blueth Skadood, we can too. And I'm just gonna blindly put my hands out.
Can't say shit like that when I'm drinking.
Sorry.
You're
I'm
fine.
gonna put my arms out and walk into the darkness.
Okay.
So because of the oh god, oh no, I lost myself.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Maybe I'm just gonna
Exactly.
how do I
It's too
know?
late for you.
I was gonna do that for a second.
Nope.
Okay.
None of this.
No?
Wow.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You're fine.
No.
But you can't
Okay.
know where you're at. So, like, yeah.
Okay.
So what?
Well,
What
I
now?
can kind of know the general direction. right?
Sure. Now, here's the thing. You're also now
Hey.
in the space that Mirda has created as rough terrain.
Yep. So
And
that's
you
why I
need to
can
make
only
your.
go 15 feet.
You also need to make a strength saving throw. Was it at his next turn, or is that?
No, I double checked it before I made this move.
Oh, okay.
It's a creature in the area when you cast it. Otherwise, it's
Grasping
just
leads
difficult.
point range for the duration. These plants turn to grass, so it is difficult terrain for you. So you have half movement. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on the or be restrained until the spell ends. A creature remain restrained by the plants. You're right. Okay. No. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll play it that
Okay.
way. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I played.
Oh,
Okay,
no, you're
so
good. You're good.
that is where I placed myself. I will
Okay.
fill the circle back in.
Okay.
I essentially am reaching out, trying to see if I can touch or grab the creature.
Cool. Is that at the end of your turn? Is that what you do?
Well, did I find it?
You do.
I
You're
do?
literally touching its back right now.
Yeah.
Like you feel this furry musculature, and you're kind of like, oh, well, it's a big kitty. It's a
Oh.
big kitty.
So once I make contact, I can grab.
Gonna hit him with shocking grasp. Okay.
Yes.
Lightning springs from your hands to deliver shock to a creature you try to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You advantage with attack roll. Target wearing armor or made of metal, which it is not. You don't feel that. You feel very organic material. It's furry.
So it was a,
D-
a 20
D8.
to hit.
It was a what?
A 20 to hit.
Oh wow! Oh, okay. I needed to scroll up a little bit. Okay, so
Yeah.
20 to hit hits. Absolutely.
All right.
So go ahead and roll the damage you are giving, and it will. You'll feel that it is absorbing that, but it's not penetrating as thick. Maybe the hide is too thick, but it's definitely you've done some damage, and you hear and you feel it kind of like jerk away from you, but you can tell that it's stuck somehow.
Okay. And I'm just gonna. It'll be my turn.
Okay.
Nice kitty.
It feels your hands on you though, on him though.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. All right, Mirda, your turn. You see this like just real like a blip of lightning like happen because it gets absorbed and redispersed, but it's like something happened inside there, and you hear Gulch kind of getting close to you, and you hear this wince of pain of the displacer beast. It is your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast conjure animals, and I am going to cast. I'm gonna create a bunch of bats, and the bats,
Bats?
because they can see in the dark, are going to attack the cat.
Oh,
Just a
big brain
rain
moves. Big brain
of
moves.
bats.
Okay, let's see. What CR is that? Okay, there's CR 0.
Yeah. So they just
How many
disappear
do you
if they
get? Hold on.
hit.
How many is this? You get 8 beasts of
8
challenge
bats.
rating 1/4 of it or below. So you get 8 fucking bats. Okay, hold on a second. Let me make this happen for you. Okay, I want this to be immersive.
What a Batman move.
Batman. No.
When we need to jump down a staircase to get away from cops, we know who to call.
I don't think I've ever
I'm
done this
controlled.
little during combat ever. Like I have
And
contributed.
Mirna.
I've contributed nothing.
You can turn into a warhorse if you want.
You could
Yeah,
get
I'm
on, guys. We
But it came
are.
behind me. Might
Hey,
get
where did
in
the bat
space.
go?
Who knows?
All right.
You can summon an octopus.
Yeah.
Does the octopus have
Remember
to
the
come
whale?
from somewhere, or does it
No.
like just pop in your hand?
Just falls.
Because you can throw an octopus at somebody.
All right.
Well,
So
remember when I summoned the whale that like
that was great. I'm going to attempt to give you control of this. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I can move it.
You can move it, but hold on. Where are you at? Bum 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 ba-dum bum
I
bum.
need to
Let me
use this
player
more.
characters.
Bats,
Mirda.
not bats.
Hold on. Hold on. So you've now got that in your character folder.
I've got bats.
3, 4,
I
5,
do.
6,
This is so awesome.
7, 8.
Oh, I can
Oh
even
my
So-
move them all.
Correct. So where do you move them to?
Move my token though.
And also, is this a concentration spell? Does this make the? I believe it is.
This
Oh, the-
is
Concentration up to an hour. So this will make your other thing go away.
entangle.
Yeah, there you
go
go.
away.
Okay. So as you place your bats or you send them into battle, you notice that 4 of them are immediately like engaged in combat. Go ahead and make your. Well, do they attack on this round or they?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead
They'll
and
just
let
attack with me.
go ahead and let them attack, do their thing, because this was your action to do so. So unless you get a bonus action to do some sort of attack that is not a spell,
Oh, then no.
cantrips don't count. Cantrips, if you have a bonus action cantrip, I'll let you use that.
Then
But-
I could,
You can, if you
Well, that's
shift
the bonus.
click one of the bats, or you go into your character sheet area on Roll20, you'll see that you have access to their sheet, and you can use that as there's like a button that you just click on whatever attack you're going to make for them.
where is
So if you go into Roll20, go into the player characters, into your folder, double click
there?
or click on bat, and then go to character sheet, and then you should see
Got it.
bite,
Yeah.
yeah, or keen hearing.
Echolocation.
Well, they have advantage. It's not, yeah, echolocation. It's just like can't use its blind sight while deafened. So the only way around these bats is to deafen them. So you do get bite though. So we'll say that you get 1 bite per bat. So go ahead and roll here. Roll it, or you can use the same. We'll say that these go on your turn. You can use the same sheet to make all the attacks and do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're going on your turn, and they're attacking. Now's the time.
I'm trying.
Okay.
So, attack.
So in Roll20, you have to use that sheet in Roll20. You can't use it in
Yeah,
D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
So I have the attack, and it says
Okay.
on hit 2d6 plus 5, but how do I roll?
Oh, whoa, hold on. I
If
think you hit something on accident. You just
Oh, I hit
click on bite, like hover over it until it turns red,
Oh,
and then click it.
there.
Yeah, get rid of this. This needs to, hold on, don't do anything right now. That's fine. So hold on a second. I gotta, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, just hover over bite and do it 8 times or however many, because they're, you can feel that they're all within the vicinity.
They're all there.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'd like
so
to report
Gangs
Miranda
all
for spamming in
here.
the chat.
they can see, so they have normal, so it's standard. I'm sorry, what did you say?
He's
Inra?
reporting me for spam.
Oh. Trying to make sure that the folks playing the home game with us can see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this bat. So we've got the first one misses, the second one hits for 1 damage. Oh, these are all 1 damage.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna count out the ones that did 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. So there's 4 damage that is being
Nailed
visited
it.
upon this
How do you?
this displacer base. He's just like
It reminds me of the bats from Stranger Things. Like that's what's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, it is the displacer beast's turn. It is immediately distraught from these bats that have shown up into its vicinity, and it was trying to get as many of those out of its area as possible. So it's kind of just slapping around. So it's going to make 2 attacks at disadvantage at your bats. Make sure that you know what your bat's AC is.
I totally know that.
And the two directly above it it's gonna try to attack those. So tentacle swipe at the first one. It's gonna be at disadvantage because it's in the dark and it can't see. 11
No.
to attack.
Doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit the bat at 11. I didn't think bats were that tanky. 22 for the second one. Yeah, baby. No, 21. Sorry.
That was a total miss.
21. So 7 points of damage.
Barely hits.
Is that more hit points than the bat has? It should say in the.
I'm looking.
Okay. I mean, I can look too. I'm trying to like let you have some autonomy
yeah.
here.
Hit points just one.
So it's dead. It's super dead. You in fact, it like hits it, and it's like somebody hit a baseball with a bat. No pun intended. And it just comes out and it smacks you in the face and falls on the ground in front of you. And it's just like it's just riddled with holes from this tentacle that has hit you. Boom. And this bat is fucking dead.
Yeah.
So it hit that one as it's kind of scrambling, and yeah, it is. It notices that it can now move. It is no longer encumbered, and oh whoa, baby, that's not it. And you feel this breeze kind of like waft past you, but I'm gonna need to have you make 4 of your bats make opportunity attacks as it's trying to leave their space,
Yeah.
but you're not sure where. But you
I
feel
get
it
one
to your
at
right.
disadvantage?
I forgot you were in there, Gulch. Yes, I will say that you had your hands on this, and you hear all these bats like swarming around. I totally forgot you were inside the darkness. And so
Gulch is in
Gulch
the
is-
darkness, like, oh,
he's like, "What's happening right now? Did I call these bats?" And they're kind of swarming around you, but they're not hitting you or anything. But you can tell that they're like landing and biting and trying to like get at this thing. And it moves out of your vicinity. And as it does, you get an opportunity attack. Feel free. It has to be a melee attack. You can't use spells as opportunity attacks. So, oh yeah, you hit. Nice. So you hit it with this. You just like beat on it with your elbow or something. And as it's moving, you kind of like feel yourself kind of you think maybe you kind of broke a rib.
Oh, yeah.
You felt a bone pop as it was leaving your space and groan, but it seemed like it was more preoccupied with these bats because you hear the. That's like a rat, but whatever. You know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Hell's
So-
going on over here?
But you feel it leave your space completely.
Okay.
So. And
Only one of my bats does damage, I think.
one of you, you rolled your, yeah, one of the bats hits it with another for 1 damage. So you see like these small trickles of blood that seem to like, they look like floating strings almost that you see. You don't see the animal, but it's like covering the contour where the blood is. You see the blood, but you don't see the animal. And you see like this like kind of curtain of blood stains that are kind of like falling down to the ground, and they start to drip at the bottom. Inra, your turn.
What do you do?
You see this as well, Inra. You're muted.
I'm reading. Let's see.
Okay.
Were you reading about how cute my bats are?
Your bats are the
Definitely
cutest.
not. Don't have access to that. Nope. Super busy.
Can't see any of that. That doesn't make any sense.
Rude?
They're in the darkness. I don't have echolocation myself.
You can try.
Will you roll for that?
My darkness vision doesn't work.
Yeah, dark vision doesn't work through that. Yeah, it's not magical. And sometimes if you have a real jerk DM, they won't even let you use Devil's Sight. You know, whatever. I don't know anything about that, though.
I don't have that.
I'm not bitter.
Aw, you're bitter.
I had a DM that didn't let me. I took Devil's Sight so I could do this thing, and he didn't let me do it. I'm like, what? This is bullshit.
I quit.
I
Kill me
quit.
now.
Quit.
Yeah.
I
All right.
stabbed
Cast
myself.
a counter spell on myself.
I'm taking that back. All right, Enro, what do you got?
Do you want me to? Here, I'll play Enra for you.
Can I hold my turn?
Yeah, you can hold your action if you want. You got to tell me a trigger though.
Yeah, until I'm aware that Gulch is out of there. Can I hold
Okay.
my turn?
Okay, no, that's fine.
Hold my
All right,
action.
cool.
Okay.
Do you call to Gulch? Do you try to sign? Because he can hear. You can hear everything that's going on. You just can't see through it.
Nah, he can't hear in
Gulch.
the dark. That's ridiculous.
Yes. What a mess of a round. Gulch, get the fuck out of there. And then I'll hold my turn.
Okay.
You do hear this, Gulch.
Okay.
So you're holding your turn. What are you holding?
I'm gonna hold the meteor level.
Okay, that's fine. I just need to know, like, are you, because you haven't moved either, so you can hold your action, but you can't hold movement.
That's okay. I was
Okay.
gonna stay here.
Okay, cool.
But for the meteor, do I have to cast it and then I use like a bonus action to attack? That's what I'm confused about it.
We'll
bonus
take a look at it when it
action is-
happens. But I think
So
you're
the bonus action is just that cast an extra meteor, right?
Okay, yeah.
You had. My understanding was that you had.
Oh, you
8
talking about the
floating around
circular,
you.
the ones that are floating around you?
Oh, I do. Oh, those are still with me.
They're already there.
Yeah,
Those are
but
bonus
you have-
actions to shoot them. They're no longer. They're not
I have
counted
six-
in
I have 6
casting a
left.
spell.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh.
You have 6 of those as bonus actions, and you have whatever else that you want to do on your action.
I'm like, shit, how long have you guys been here for? Okay, so I'll hold my action to.
You couldn't see them because they were rotating into the darkness and coming out, but you didn't see in front of you.
Fucking bats.
Yeah, and then bats were coming out. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you're holding that action.
Going to hold my action until Gulch gets the fuck out of there.
All right, Gulch, why don't you go ahead and make that that circle no longer full of darkness, so that we can see where the fuck you're at.
Here I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Enra because I heard where his voice came from.
Okay, so you walk out of the darkness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great. You just see this horned man walk out of the darkness. Wow.
I look fly as fuck though.
And your eyes are dilating, and so like the light hits you, and you're
All right.
your pupils get real small.
I will shoot a meteor in the direction Gulch came from.
Okay.
How do I shoot one meteor?
You just roll. It just causes damage. You don't even need to attack. So we'll just say that it explodes, and I think it's 2d6. So this explosion happens inside. You don't hear it hit anything. It hits the ground, and you don't even hear it hit any bats, which you can't see. Even you, Myrna. You just kind of know they're in there.
I feel
But they know where they're at. They know what they're doing. They know what they were
shooting
biting.
at?
And they know it.
That was my turn.
Okay.
What are you shooting at?
I'm sorry. The thing you just decided to pet?
Oh, he's not in there anymore. And if I look around, can I see whereabouts the floating blood strings are?
Yes, they are literally to your right, down over here by the pies that are on the ground.
Like right here?
Yep. Exactly in that kind of area between you and Mirda. Like it's almost like there's a curtain of red strings that are kind of like dripping down between you and Mirda.
Okay.
Apparently I missed the memo.
I'm going to.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
You're gonna double that damage is what you're gonna do. So roll your damage
Well,
for 6.
Well,
12 damage. Okay, so it hits. You see this like blast, like, and it kind of like ripples through the red strands, and as it does that, it actually creates this kind of effect that where the sheen, the invisible sheen, kind of like predator,
ooh.
kind of you can see the outline, and as it takes shape, it kind of doesn't go away, and you see the animal in front of you.
Ooh.
And those bats know. Is it bat time? Was it bat
No.
time? It's
No.
on your turn. It's fine. Gulch, you go for the second Eldritch Blast. It hits as well,
With 13 damage.
and it hits, and you do the damage, and it calls the bats, except for that one that's dead. That dead ass bat on the ground.
Stupid dead guy.
That silly dead
His
bat.
carcass is just.
His carcass is just no good. Oh, bring to front. Get on top of them pies. Yeah, Gulch, is that your turn?
He's still up? What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't really damaged it that much.
I'm gonna look at
I
Enra.
haven't.
Look
Nobody.
at Mirda. Do I see anybody looking ouchy at all?
If anybody, you would need to take your most of the time I've seen like you need to take an action to like assess people, because you
You know
can't
what?
just like,
I know.
but if
I
anybody's
know
bloodied,
that-
you can see that. So if they're
I
below
know
half,
Mirda got slapped a couple times.
yeah, Mirda's taken some damage. If you're below half your hit points, it's very visible. So you would know that. But if you're not, you can just see damage on people.
Let's
You
just
know
say
what?
I'm holding my side.
Okay. So you look over and Inra's like, I think I may need a new kidney.
I'll pat him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, bud, how you doing? I can give you 8 health."
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Oh, well, much better now.
All right. You doing okay? I still don't know why you shot randomly into the dark. And now I'm done my turn.
Okay. Mirda, your turn. You get your turn, and then your bats get their turn.
Okie doke. I am going to cast. No. Yeah. Wait.
Can you repeat
Okay,
the
question.
Now, if
Oh,
it's
he is right there.
concentration,
He is
your
right
bats
there.
go away.
I know that.
Okay.
We
go ahead.
are gonna cast poison spray.
Oh. Okay. So
Right in the
you
kitty's face.
right at this boy's face.
Yeah.
Okay. Extend your hand towards creature. DC Constitution save. Let's see. Come here, you. It's not an advantage, so they fail. And they take that damage. Well, they'll take half of it. So let's see. What are you casting it at? Kind of. Well, it doesn't matter.
Just
Increased
cantrip.
whenever you reach 5th level. So you're gonna do the 2. Well, you guys are at 10th level, right?
It says poison
Nine.
21.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it says 21 at the top already.
21 poison.
Oh, it already calculated. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 21. It is gonna take half of that damage. So rounded down. So 10 damage.
I'd like
So-
to imagine Mirda doing it like Poison Ivy style.
Exactly.
You see, like, yeah, you cast it however you want with like maybe it's like a powder and it like blasts into its fur, and you notice that the fur kind of like dissipates and like kind of almost like it's almost like it just falls immediately out off of the hide, and the hide becomes exposed, and there's like this growth of thorny weeds kind of like start to grow out of the center, and it's kind of like these strange looking almost like blood vessels, but you know that they're more like roots, and it's taking hold inside of it, and that's damaging it
That
quite a
sounds
bit.
So sad.
And it winces in pain and like kind of like cuts back like to look at you like, "Arr!" But it's got a look in its eyes like, I'm gonna eat you.
Now come.
Now come the bats, and let's bat attack. They are hovering above it, so they can be on top of them. So
Yep.
totally fine.
Oh,
+0.
Hold on. So it automatically rolls your crit damage on the bat. Oh man. Okay, hold on a second. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage extra onto this boy. And they seem to kind of like gravitate towards that area where that you just blasted that poison spray into it. And they're just kind of like, they see a opening, and it seems to do a little more damage than you're expecting as the fur kind of starts to spread and falling off around that area as the bats start to bite. But it's still not looking horrible. It still looks like it's gonna
Ruin my day.
ruin your day. Yes. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Displacer Beast will actually take a swipe at you, Mirda, as it comes out of the darkness, chased by these bats, and it goes whoop to you with a 16 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
Okay, so 16 to hit does not hit you. It swipes to the left side. It does have a reach of 10, so it hits you, Gulch, and goes for your face. Pwah! But it's a 9, so it kind of it's almost like it's preoccupied with the bats, and it's swiping with both of its tentacle tail, and it's missing.
Right.
And it's trying to get away. Oh shit, your bats are like in the way. It's trying to get away from the bats, so it jumps on top of the old pie cart, or the remnants of where the old pie cart was. There's a few pieces of sticks that are on the ground there. Your bats get opportunity attacks. You get opportunity attacks, Mirda, as it tries to jump away.
Yes.
So feel free to roll
I'll
your
do
opportunity attacks. They have to be melee attacks.
Just 2 for bats, right? 2.
Yeah, 2 bats and you. First one hits them
1 damage.
for an extra damage. Yeah.
And I am going to.
Where the
Even
bat
with
bites
your
it,
bat.
you notice that the blood kind of starts to. It's maybe hit an artery or something. It's starting to bleed out a lot more profusely in that area.
I don't think I hit
You go for your moonsicle, but it's just a little bit too fast and you don't hit it.
Not like an icicle.
No, not at all. Inra, your turn.
Goody. Okay. How's this Cobra thing looking?
He doesn't look like he's taking damage. He's got blood on his body, but he still has both of his tentacles. All of his arms are intact. He doesn't look as bad as the other ones when they were near death. He's not even close to that level of damage. And he still has quite a bit of virility in his eyes. But you notice that where Mirda had put that poison, that seems to be like a little bit of a weak spot.
Okay. I should have 5 meters left around me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fire 2 using the bonus action in
Now I think you can only do 2, right, at a time.
right 2. Yeah.
Okay, so
two.
go for it.
The second one includes my bonus action.
Okay. Now where are you gonna hit these at? Where are you gonna land them?
I'm gonna land it like right on it.
Okay, so it'll just take you just roll the damage because they're just like boom, they just hit. So go for it because they'll explode around it. So roll the damage for those. Oh.
Nice.
So 19 damage total. So that kind of like hits, and it kind of takes a step back, and you can tell that it winces a little bit at that, and that it kind of has shifted its attention directly on you now, Inra.
Okay. Sort of like kitty.
But you definitely injured it.
I'm gonna move slightly closer to it, and then
Okay. That's it. Gulch, your turn.
I mean, why fight with a classic?
Why not? Hit the first one hits, second one misses. So you make contact with that first one, 14 damage, poof, like pushes right directly into that same spot that Mirda had kind of made, and you can tell that that seems to be some sort of a damage point in his defenses.
All right.
And it is definitely not feeling good. You can tell that there's a lot of damage going on that one side, but still up, has function of all of its feet, tentacles.
I'm going to move a little bit closer,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. Mirda, your turn.
I haven't really used any heavy hitting spells.
What are you saving them for?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. You never know when combat is actually going to end.
It's true. You never know.
Yeah, you thought it ended so long ago.
You thought it ended with those other two. Yeah,
I told you
yucksters.
it was calling more. And this is just the one that we were seeing. Oh, plenty. I'm gonna do Thorn Whip.
Okay.
That's totally not.
Melee attack for 9. Is that 9? That's not damage, right? That's
Nope, that's
your
the
attack.
hit.
So your attack actually misses. The thorn whip like hits and it just falls just short. Does not make purchase.
My rolling is something else today
It's okay.
and last time.
Happens to the best of us, you know?
Okay, now it's time for the bats.
Okay. Yeah, your bats.
Forget these guys.
Yep. Get them all riled up.
I like that you can click all of
Yep. It's pretty cool. So go ahead and make your 7 rolls. Ooh. First one hits. Last one hits. So you get 2 extra hit points going down on this kitty.
Yeah.
We're getting
Beep,
there.
beep.
We're getting there.
2 more bites. It's like kind of cries out. One bites its ear, and it does not like this at all.
I really want the bats to take its last hit point.
You Gulch. You see the tentacles like raising up to try to come and hit you, and then everybody make a perception check, please. Inra, you notice something in the air, and it sounds like it's like a whistle in the air. No one else hears it, and you see the tentacle drop, and I gotta move the bat. Sorry. And you notice that the displacer beast seems to like pay attention to it, and then runs through both of you, which you get an opportunity attack if you'd like, both you and
yeah.
Gulch, Inra, as it runs away.
Don't forget Batty.
And yes, and your bat. Sorry, your 2 bats. There are actually 3. Well, let's say 3. Oh, you know what? All your fucking bats.
Yes! Only 2 hits. Three hits.
Gulch, did you do your unarmed strike?
Yeah,
Or your
I did,
okay.
I did 18 to hit for 8 damage.
Okay, so 1, a 2, a 3. So 3 bites. One of your bats actually tries to bite and dive bomb, and actually kills itself on accident by hitting the ground because it fails so hard. But 3 of the other bats hit. You get an opportunity attack, yeah, Inra, so you can hit them with your sword or whatever you'd like.
Yeah. Fuck it, no.
Do you have a tentacle? You could use a tentacle.
Do you have one that I don't know about? I mean,
Totally.
that's great. This is D&D hentai with that's fine.
Everybody gets a tentacle.
Who doesn't like that? Okay, so you hit actually with your sword for 9 damage. You actually cut the back of its leg, and it actually kind of like is dragging that back leg, but it is able to get past you, and it dashes. It does not use its turn to attack you. It dashes out of the vicinity by traveling its 80 feet
Okay.
off to the side here, and you are now out of combat, as it is out of unless you. I mean, you used your opportunities attack.
Yep.
Since I use pay runs.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's an opportunity attack. It's an opportunity attack, so it doesn't count. Yeah, it's not a actual action. So that's like you just get an extra. You just get an extra jab. You get an extra like punch in there, right?
Yeah.
There's certain feats you can take that can cause you to allow you to do like magical things sometimes. But what's up, Gulch? What do you?
So how far away is he?
He's 80 feet away, but it is if you're going to be hold on if you're going to be trying to do something after your attack, Inra, it is your turn.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It is if it gets off screen, which is just barely on screen, it's gone.
80 feet, huh?
But even if I have a 300-foot view or shot radius?
Yes, because once it gets past that area, it turns invisible again and you can't see it.
You're 70 feet, Ollie.
Well,
I'm 70. Okay.
I'm 70.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hold on.
80 feet. from bats. From the edge of the bat.
All right. 80.
If it gets, you get one more round. If it gets to its turn, it's gonna bust out. Get it.
I'm gonna do chromatic orb. It has a 90 feet
Okay.
range. For lightning.
All right.
Do it, Ollie. You evil son of
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't hit though. Damn, that would have been pretty awesome.
That would have, like, that whole game
Doesn't
was
hit.
that.
Doesn't hit.
Didn't.
But it looked cool. You're like tossing it. Oh! And the orb just does not hit him.
It's the I didn't see, right?
You didn't hit it.
Damn it. All right. Yeah, I got
Okay.
him. That's it. That's
All right.
the end.
Gulch, your turn.
alright.
Oh yeah, of course you're gonna Eldritch Blast at 300 feet. Fuck.
300.
Boom, boom! You hit it with both. 14 damage on the first one. It hits that back leg again, and it's just dragging it now. But it's still going at a pace of about half of what it was. So the second one, it like hits the other side and it kind of knocks it off balance. But it's almost like as if it pushes it forward a little bit. But it is not looking good. This placer piece is not looking great, and it looks like it's either trying to get away or it's to Inra. You heard like a whistle. Maybe it's responding to that. Headed towards the wizard's tower. Mirda, you're up.
Nice.
Gulch, you gonna go after him? Yeah. You're half in the darkness.
Okay, I've never used this,
Okay.
so I just want to check it out. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Whoa, moonbeam. All right.
Moonbeam. So a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot cylinder centered on the point within range. So obviously on the beast.
On the
Until
beast.
The spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. And when the creature enters the spell area for the first time or starts their turn, it is engulfed by ghostly flames. Searing pain, it must make a constitution. Fuck! I just looked down to see because I heard. Like,
Can someone clip that, please? That was the best. Did you finish reading it? Oh, that was precious. It still takes half the damage, yeah. So go ahead and roll that.
Well, it did 26, so 13.
Okay, so 13 damage. So it's definitely hurting, but as that gets it forms up on the back of it. It just gets out of the reach of the moonbeam, but you could tell that it was hurting it, and you start to see some of the fur on the back end of it start to like just melt off, and it after it gets out of the moonbeam and far enough away, it disappears. It goes whoop, whoop, like just disappears again. And you are now
Damn it.
out of
All right, but the
combat.
bats. I'm just kidding.
What's the fly speed of the bats? Them
Now,
going.
it's the fly speed of the bats. You can calculate that, but I'm going to go take a piss, and I've been needing this for like 15 minutes. So let's take a real quick break, and we'll reconvene in just a few minutes, okay? I'll be right back.
Ollie, you're muted.
It's fine. It wasn't funny.
But what was it? Now I'm curious because there were hand motions involved.
Okay. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, oh my god, how many rounds we got here? That was planned, by the way. So, X amount of rounds, this happened, so, but yeah, I needed to take a break. So, okay.
It probably should have
Get
used
the.
heavier hitting moves.
Maybe, yeah. Instead of bats.
Probably could have Moonbeam a little sooner.
Look, now you know, right? You know,
Yeah.
kind of, what that's about. So
Ghost and I are staring at Merida. We're like, You've been hiding that entire time.
You're just like, bats. I loved it. Okay, so
This one was a very
You fucking critted the Constitution saving throw. Motherfucker.
that was so great. It was like, nope, not today. Whoop. Kobe.
honestly, that
Oh.
one right next to the near-death enforcer fight.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely up there. That was
Hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah, that went pretty good. Now we're not done yet, so
Yeah, great.
let's get back to the action. Okay, we still got 30 minutes.
So, what was that?
Now, you survey the land and you see many footsteps of these monsters that you just decimated 2 of and ran 1 away. And yeah, you were out of combat, and your carriage seems to have taken a little bit of damage from when it jumped on it. And you have these 2 dead creatures in front of you. What do you do?
I'm gonna cast mend on the broken bits of the carriage.
Okay.
So what needs repaired?
As you do that, anyone who looks the direction of where the creature ran off to, you see in the distance that tower, and it looks about a 4-hour jaunt. But you can't, it's not very clear. You see like there's like a dip in the valley of where it may be. It looks like maybe it could be taller than it seems, but that is what you see.
Well, first off, how's everyone feeling?
I don't feel great. How are you feeling?
Probably, well, also not great.
A little tired, but like I'm good.
Of course you're good.
Would you like some healing?
Oh, hold off on that for a bit. Where?
Fine,
our
I'll just
next
touch
move?
myself.
Okay then, perfect, lovely. I'm so glad you're so selfless.
I just asked you, and you denied my touches.
I
So
wanted
obviously,
a plan of action.
I will
first.
take care of myself.
Okay, you go ahead and do that.
I just did.
What are we going to do now? Do we want to head towards the town, or do we feel good enough to head towards that no thing?
Well, I feel like if we go towards the town, we might be able to get some information on the wizard, and that might be good. But it also might alert him of our presence, also. But I mean,
he's definitely already alerted because one of them lived. I'm assuming that fucking Cobra cat thing is headed towards. It's
Right,
controlled
but-
by him.
but the cat doesn't know that we're here for the wizard. Like the wizard doesn't even know us.
Well, the wizard knows that we're in some sort of presence of the cat, or whatever that is. What was that?
I'm gonna assume that we're not the only people that the cats would attack in this area. And so obviously we're going to fight back. I don't.
I said, all right, I agree. Let's go to the town. And
Well, Gulch, what do you think?
While they're discussing, do I know how? Is there a roll I can do to see if I've ever read how to like skin the carcass of one of these things?
So here's what I'm gonna do. If you're trying to skin these kitties,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
If
you
it's something
can-
I know how to do.
you can either roll a history check to see if you've read about it, and then get advantage. If you have, you'll get advantage on a survival skill check to see how well you skin them.
Okay.
Or you can roll a survival check to skin them if that's what if you don't have, like, basically if you check to see if you know how to do it, you're gonna get advantage or disadvantage. If you survival check, you're just gonna get straight roll.
Ooh, risky.
can I assist
You may.
skinning?
Okay, so history check. Yeah, I'll say that you have read about skinning animals, not these ones in particular, but you've seen the diagrams.
Okay.
So you'll have advantage on a survival check. You'll need to make a DC. What are you trying to? Well, first, before you roll it, what are you trying to do? You're also going to get. Inra's going to help you.
Help.
You can use the help action to get advantage.
Okay. I want to skin some of the fur to see if we can make like a cloak or something.
Okay, so you're trying to keep the skin intact to the point where you can use it for something later. You may not be a tailor, but you're going to need to take it to somebody to do that with.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, so I will say a survival check, DC 18 with advantage because Inra's helping you. Will get you a cloak. If you fail that, you can try on the other Displacer Beast with advantage. So you get 2 chances at this.
Okay. So
With advantage.
With advantage.
Close.
You fucked that first one. Oh my
Whoa,
god.
Okay.
Now hold on. That was the first roll. So both were bad. So maybe the next one will be a nat 20. So that was one. You like your knife is dull and you're just like trying to cut it, but it's just like you're like mangling this.
Oh, I grabbed the letter opener, not the.
Yeah, it's not the right tool. But you have this other Displacer Beast you can try to.
What the fuck you holding around a letter opener?
I work in a library.
Oh boy. Okay. So neither of these are viable for a cloak.
No. I just butchered this.
However,
I don't know how you did so bad.
you do still
Let's sell the
have
fucking letter opener, mate. What are you doing?
you do still have bits and pieces enough to like if you were to take this to market, you could probably sell it as leather or something for some gloves or boots or
I'll do
something.
that.
Okay.
So I'll throw into the bag of holding.
You read the book wrong and it was like, "Oh no, this was a horse."
Oh wait, I was
not-
supposed to start on the other side.
Yeah. You start at the genitals, go and work your way up, you disembowel, and then
All right,
From
I'm
Enro's
going to
perspective, he
add.
goes to the other one and takes out the letter opener again.
you see a butter knife on a rock.
All right, I'm going to add 2 mangled.
Skins,
Mangled.
yes.
Yeah.
2 mangled skins. You got enough for a loincloth.
I mean,
Hey.
that'll work.
They come pretty
Something.
useful. I've used one for a zipline before. I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
It was
did.
a belt. It was a belt, but we'll say it's a loincloth. I like that better.
All right.
We'll say that you have enough to what you would surmise as you could probably get 25 gold for the raw materials to give to somebody who's a leather worker or a blacksmith maybe even would have use for it. So, but you got to find it. You got to find somebody to sell it to. So.
25 gold?
Worth, like that's what you would make an assumption of. That's how much it should give you if you were to go to a like Hoblock or Zamora. That's what you're used to. Zamora's got a bustling, thriving leather trade, and that's so you've been around it enough to know that this is about as much as would bring you.
You read a brochure.
Yeah, you saw a pricing sheet.
So since I assisted Gulch, I'm like covered in blood, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you definitely, both of you are covered in blood. The Phaser Beast, or the Displacer Beast blood is a shimmery purple as it decays. It's a bright red when it first appears, which is why you saw what you saw whenever that one started to take bites. And then as it gets exposed to the air, it becomes this purplish black, and it kind of shimmers in the light.
And I'm just like, oi, mira, and I like smear it on her armor just to wipe it off.
What
Oh,
the
God.
fuck?
Thank you very much. What did you do?
What is wrong with you?
I'm great. I'm clean. How are you?
But now I'm dirty AF.
Well, now we're all dirty. It's fine. Oh, anyway, to town, yeah? That way.
Town
pick up
is
a
a
pie
good
and start eating it.
8-hour walk slash. Well, if you had a horse,
How long? Sorry.
an 8-hour
You have a
journey.
horse.
If you had a horse,
We have a
No,
horse.
you don't.
do you?
What?
Do you see one? I don't see a fucking horse.
The tower is 4 hours away. The town is 8 hours away by the rate of travel that you were going. If you're going to hoof it on foot, it's longer. It's probably 16
I
hours.
wouldn't like to leave the cart here.
Well, I mended the cart. The cart is fine.
Exactly. I don't want to leave it here. So we
Yeah,
have
why
to
would
take
we leave
so
it?
Which means we need a horse.
Or we have somebody with a belt.
Oh no, yeah.
Which
and I'm like,
can
we have a
only
horse. We have a
carry it
horse.
for 4 hours after a long rest. Which, have you had a long rest, Gulch?
Not
Yes.
yet. So I'm spent. I can't do that.
Wait, you had a long rest before we got to this battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he carried it to here.
Right. He was the last leg of the trip.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh. All right, fine. I will pull the cart to the town.
So, hold on.
The horse line.
It's 8 hours by warhorse that you transformed in
By a
previously.
horse?
Well, by the same type of horse that you were, because that's the rate of speed that you would go, whatever you were earlier.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 expenditures of a level of a spell that high?
Yeah.
To do so?
I didn't use anything like
Okay.
high level at all.
Okay.
It's fucking-
But I
You
do.
also, just to keep in mind, well, I know. I'll let you guys got to workshop that.
Well, yeah. Because then
Okay.
I'm not turning into the war horse. I'm summoning a war horse.
Oh.
Right.
And how long
But I
does
can't
that
go to
last for?
sleep.
Question.
Okay.
Yes.
What if we had a 2-horse powered carriage?
Same speed.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? They wouldn't be able to go a little faster?
No, because I mean
I
their
wouldn't-
general
I
speed
can't
is
summon
going to
2
be
war horses. I can
I
only
think
summon 2.
It carries more weight. That's the only difference, I think.
right.
Oh,
Same
okay,
speed.
okay.
Right. Their speed's still the same. It's how much weight they can carry.
Never mind. Oh, and you can only summon one of them. Okay.
1 war horse or 2 regular horses.
I know I got excited when there was 8 bats, but
In case you hate horses.
can't do 8 horses.
8 bats.
That I would give you. If there's 8 horses that you could summon, I'd be like, okay. We're gonna increase the speed a little bit. That's 8 horsepower.
Okay, so I'll sit on the front.
I'm
The
gonna go
cart.
take. I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right, great.
And I'm gonna do something dangerous.
I guess I'm gonna meditate in the back too.
Oh, actually, we kind of messed this up a little bit.
Oh.
Because it's a concentration spell that only lasts up to an hour
Oh.
for the warhorse.
Warhorse
So I
can only go
do-
for an hour.
Right. So I
You
can do 2
polymorphed.
hours.
Are you transformed
luckily-
into?
What if you polymorph?
Yeah.
That's what you'd have to do.
Do you have to be a fucking horse then?
You have to be the horse.
Saddle up, darling.
Nay.
Don't worry, Winston will come out and hang out with you.
Or no, I didn't polymorph. I wild shaped actually.
And you can
Yeah.
only do that for 5 hours, though, right?
I can wild shape for 4. I'm pretty
Right.
sure.
Okay. Right. So you would need to do 2 expenditures of that
Yeah.
to
I
get
do
there,
have-
and then you're toast. Like you're gonna be
Yeah.
tired.
All right, let's just do wild shape.
But that's,
Right.
We're gonna have to
Let me
need
go
to figure out some sort of new form of transportation.
Yes, I agree. That would be great.
Like if you bought horses
Okay,
or
you have a
something.
say in this horse. We can't understand you at the moment.
We are. To be fair, we did only come across this cart partway through our journey.
That's true.
Maybe
can
when
buy
we get to
horses.
town, yeah, we can buy some horses.
Wait, but then they won't teleport back with us, will they? With the sticks?
No, but if we
Neither
have the
will
horses,
cart.
but if we have the horses, we can just drive it back.
But we have a
Right.
deadline.
Yeah, but at this point, we have.
We don't.
How much time do we have left?
This is day 2.5 of your 3-day journey that would have gotten you to town. of a 5-day journey that you saved 2 days worth of. So you have 2 extra days
We're-
in your docket. So you're on day 2 of
Out
a
of a
2-week journey, of a
14-day
14-day
contract.
journey. You have used 2.5 days.
Right, but I thought we couldn't use that tunnel to get back, so won't it take longer?
It'll take 5
little
days to
bit.
drive back.
But if we have horses, it should limit that or cut that down a bit.
Right. It'll take.
Or if one of us learned something
No.
along the way that could make us what?
Fly? What? Is that what you said?
That
I mean,
could make
I-
us travel faster. That's all I'm saying.
It's true. If you can find a different way to get there, that's fine too.
Maybe we'll find something at the wizard's tower.
That's a good
All right,
Maybe.
let's go to town.
Wizard's Tower is 4
Alright.
hours. Town is 8 hours by horse. This is both by horse. If you walk, it's longer.
Now, according to the intel we have, do we know how long it takes to go from town to tower? Do we have to backtrack up here, or is there another path?
Yes,
to get
there's
there?
seemingly there is only one path that you see. So you see
Okay.
the path going off
All
to the
right.
direction of the tower, and then this path going to the direction of town. Neldar.
Really quick, we're on day 2.5 of
Correct.
how many?
14. 14 24-hour cycles.
Okay, let's head to town. We'll go find our fighter. Mirta can rest up on a nice cozy bed while we
Yeah.
look around and find things and buy horses, so we don't have to do this anymore.
Okay, so I'm gonna meditate, so it'll only take me 4 hours. And I'll be awake and ready to go.
All right. Chop chop.
You're the best druid I
Yeah.
know.
You're the
only
best
druid he
around.
As a horse, I'm gonna take a giant dump before we like.
And then you're just gonna stay there for a little bit, so it smells, it permeates the air a little.
Cora, what's
Yeah.
your best horse neigh?
I don't have one.
No?
I've tried this before.
man.
It's just bad.
I really want you to do it so bad. No, nothing. It's all right. We'll work.
Workshop it.
We'll practice later. I don't want to break everyone's ears.
Oh boy. Okay, you guys head to town then? Is that the
Yeah.
That's okay. So you guys are headed to town. Headed to the city. I'm sorry, the village of Neldar, and it's not a big town. It's not huge. It's like very much a lot of one-story shacks and things like that. You travel for the next 8 hours. Mirta, you have that same kind of experience where 4 hour, or your 4 hours is up and you start to feel your fingers tips start to touch the edge of the hoof, and then your fingers start to reach out of the hoof as you transform back into a human, and you start to feel the wetness of it's dry. This is dry. It's a lot more dry heading into Neldarin's territory. And you cast it again and you are back into horse form fully. And it is just draining you. It is very tiring to pull all this weight, all of this backpacking of your team that you're having to trudge through, all of the hardships,
He's
You guys
literally
need to stop
carrying the
eating
just
team.
pie.
literally carrying the team to victory.
Okay. So I get a full rest, right?
You will get a full rest after 4 hours whenever Mirta is done with the first transformation. You're fully rested if you wish. Gulch, you need your 8 hours of beauty sleep, so that is happening. Winston is at your side. He's kind of napping as well. And, it's a fairly
Winston-
smooth ride. Go ahead.
Winston slept through that whole battle, so
Yeah,
he's
Winston's
chilling up front.
good, man. Winston's
He
just
was
like,
he was in the darkness, so as far as he knew, he was like, "Oh, this is perfect lighting."
it's like, oh man, just like home. Just like back in the day.
so
when I wasn't
Winston's just
attached to
chilling
a
on the front of the cart,
tiefling. Okay.
trying to keep Mirta company.
He's watching ahead.
Mhm.
Okay.
Since I'm awake, I'll swing around to the front of the cart.
Okay. Inra, as you guys are making your way, I guess Mirta, you would see this too. Winston would see it as well because they're pretty prominent. But there are, as you get towards the last leg of the last 2 hours, you start to see posts, like they're almost like mile markers. And as you get closer, they say like how far you are from town And then there's a few what we would consider billboards, but they're very small. They're like, 6x6. And there are signs that say, outsiders, stay away. And you start coming to posts that have symbols of the great houses that you recognize from Zamora, from Aquilonia, from Hoblock, and they have like giant red circles with a slash through them, and it says keep out. And it seems to be there's a sentiment that is growing as you travel into town. More aggressive signs that seem to allude that they do not like outsiders coming into town. And there's things like real backwoodsy signs like trespassers will be shot, and it's like a picture of a person with an arrow drawn, like, it's like a crudely drawn, like a kid drew it. And there's quite a few signs like that, and they look like they're old. They look like they've been there for a while. They've been weathered. And as you make your way towards the end of your journey, you start to see the remnants of the edge of town. And there's this very cold feeling of, you can feel it in the air. There's a dusty kind of haze over the town, and it permeates throughout the town. And the smell of manure is very thick and rich in the air, and you can start to smell it as you get close to the town. And there's just this feeling of scorn and disdain. And as you feel this, as you enter the city, you don't see anybody. It seems like it's almost like a ghost town. You see a couple of stray dogs like run across the alleyways. The sign at the edge of the town it clearly states the sentiment, outsiders not welcome. There's a smell of burnt meat. It's this acrid scent of urine in the air from what could be considered a nearby tannery. You would pick that up from being in Zamora. It's a familiar scent, but it seems like it's old. Like it's not. It's definitely not Union,
Would I have gotten my long rest at this point?
But at this point, yeah, you're reaching your 8 hours and you're coming into town. It's been the 8 hours. Mirda, like right about 2 houses past, the carriage starts to slow down and stop as you become human again, and you're not able to pull the cart anymore, and you're able to maybe pull it off to the side into an area that is near what seems to be what you assume to be just off of sight and smell, maybe a blacksmith shop and a tannery next to each other, and that stench just kind of stays with you through the town.
Is Myrta like super exhausted where like she can't stand up, or is she like
Mirda needs sleep. Mirda is tired. Mirda is roll Constitution saving throw. Mirda, DC 14. Okay, you're okay. It's that feeling you get on a road trip where you're like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I'm so tired, and then you go to like 100 more miles, and you're like, I guess my body doesn't want to go to sleep. I'm tired, but I guess I'm here. I guess I'm okay. I heard like the right song. But you know that the second your head hits a pillow, you're out.
Yeah.
But you're like on autopilot now. So that's the feeling you get.
Edwin will approach Myrta. Like, sorry, I know that was a terribly long journey. Are you all right to continue on?
I'm okay.
Not as a horse,
I'm
of course, but as a,
obviously.
as this.
I just
metaphor.
really, I need to find somewhere to rest.
All right. Well, based off the looks of this town, it's really
Very
comforting, but we'll
homey.
see what we
Yeah.
yeah, super homey. All right. Let's see.
You pull yourself into like what seems to be some sort of maybe a courtyard. You come through some gates that are not manned, and there's a bit of a like, maybe a market area at the early stages of town. You see a bunch of stale bread to your right. It looks like there's been a bit of mold. accumulating on them. It's almost like somebody doesn't care too much for the, cycling out the product that they're trying to sell. Maybe you don't see anybody for a good long while until you, on the other side of the market, you see somebody walking from outside of a building, but you see no signs, and you see this person stop, look at you, give you like a look of disgust, and then continue moving on, and they book it out of the other side. The city definitely does not have a welcoming feel to it. And that's where we're going to end.
And why? Oh, man, I was going to say something.
Ha gotcha. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm trying to make sure that we keep.
Joke. Joke.
Okay, make your joke. Make your joke. Okay.
I'll say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
No, I was gonna like nudge Nita. Hey, the good news is, outsiders will be shot, but now we're inside, so really.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Right?
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
I feel
good.
fine.
I like that. I appreciated that.
I liked it too. It was worth it.
That's fun. Good episode.
So, you have made it to Neldarin, a city unwelcoming and seemingly lowly populated. So,
Okay.
and that is tonight's adventure.
In my notes, word for word, Mirda has turned into a warhorse again.
Perfect. Twice. So,
What's the
cool.
name of the city? Meldarn.
Neldarin. If we were to take you back over to, which we will do, so we can get that sweet, sweet pump it up music, not this dreary stuff. We'll end on this. Turned up a little bit. If you look down at the continent to the bottom right, you'll see it just to the north of the words domain of the Scaled Sorcerer in Darkbrag, which is the continent that you're on right now.
Meldarn. Got it. Ooh, can't wait.
Mm-hmm. So next week, we good?
Let me check
Yep.
real quick, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there's any problems, just let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Comic-Con, but I'm gonna skip it that Friday. Just go Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I don't need to go Friday.
Cool.
I'm glad you have your priorities straight.
Hang out.
Yeah, get those priorities right, you know.
I mean, you
know,
could go
for
during
real.
the day. Like, it's not until 9 p.m. our time.
Yeah, that's true. I could. We'll see, because it depends on who's there and stuff. But,
Fun news, if I get this job, which, I don't want to like count my chickens before my eggs are hatched, but if I get that, then I'm fully remote, and that might change my availability. So nights that we play can change, maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna double check, because I asked and they were basically like, as long as you get your work done, it doesn't really matter. And I'm like, okay, cool.
It's like,
Well,
Cord, that's like your job.
it's like
I know, I
I
was real
can.
spoiled.
It's super nice. It's the first time I'll ever have this. And then the way that they were talking about, pay and stuff was like, I don't know how this works. I've never had this. So,
Dude,
Yeah,
I
right?
got- actually,
We have
Yeah.
summer hours. So
yeah.
literally every Friday is a half day.
Lucky?
And, yeah. It's
That's
so
awesome.
nice. And you're not allowed to schedule meetings on Fridays. No meetings.
That's-
every Friday is
that's-
a half day.
That is cool.
I like
That
that.
is super cool.
I hate-
It's really nice.
I hate when the person in charge of my scheduling my customer meetings does like, 4 o'clock on a Friday. I was like, sure, customers
Yeah.
don't like it
Gross.
any
End of
more
the
than I
day.
do.
Gross. That sucks.
Nobody ever cancels that meeting, I'm sure.
Never happens. Well, all right, cool. If something changes, let me know. We'll get things squared away. I'm going to go ahead and drop out of the call and wrap up stream, and then I will talk to you guys later. If you got questions or whatever, just hit me up. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for playing.
Bye.
Bye. And that my friends. Oh, what the heck? Why is my Snapchat filter still on? What is this? Get off of my face. Come on, hold on. Daryl, I see you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff here? Hold on. Let me turn it off. What's cool is I just realized that this has multiple modes. Blah, blah, and then, you know, like that. So anyway, that is the end of tonight's game. Thanks for hanging out, Shell. Good to see you. Thank you for being here and modding it up as always. I appreciate you. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I know that we had a raid earlier from Vonkowski's. Appreciate them. They always raid us on a Friday. That's really nice. And let's see. What did I miss here? I'm at a Comic-Con in the game. I'm so confused. No, we're just like shoring up. I put this up on YouTube and I don't edit it at all. So like all of this is going to be in it as well. I need to get better at that. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Good night. Hey, have a good night. Have a good night, Shell. Thanks for being here. Keep your fingers crossed. Count your yolks. Thank you. Yes, if I get this job, it's going to be like... It's life-changing stuff, guys. I'm trying not to be nervous because I feel really good about it. I think it's got like... I think I've... You know... I don't want to say... I don't want to... You know, you want to attract what you want in the universe, right? Like out there. But yeah. So yeah, visualize it. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to be too overconfident, you know what I mean? And then, you know, do something silly and it ruins it. So fun to listen to. Thank you. I can't speak. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need to go eat. Just need the proper tags and make a new D&D channel and drop. Well, all my tags are on point. I'm good, but I need to cut them up. You know what I mean? Because I just export directly out of Twitch. So you have the job. It will grow. It is yours. Thank you. Yes, yes, that's it. I have the job. I mean, I've got really great feelings about it. I think that it's all gonna work out, you know, but like, I don't want to like hang all my hopes and dreams on it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying not to do, because I've done that before and that creates like other problems. I don't think that's the case here though. I think I've got a really good shot at it. And I think it, you know, I would say it's 90% there. We'll say that, but I always allow for that little bit, just in case, you know what I mean? So, 1 second. Ooh, hold on, hold the phone, hold the biscuits. Give me a second here. Are you still good? Oh, of course I get a freaking ad. What is this nonsense? Oh, okay. They're going to probably be ending soon. But you know what? We're going to do it. I was picking a raid target. Ooh, looks ominous. I like it. It's roleplay. It's Glitch Co. It's good stuff. You know what it is. You know what time it is. There you go. Thank you for getting that raid message going. Shell, let's get things going so I can go get some dinner. What's on Netflix? Wait, hold on. I think it does Man from Arizona Pay. The Man from Arizona. Expect the best, prep for the... Yeah, exactly. Hope for the best, plan for the worst, right? And that's my life right now. Let's spell raid correctly. And then... Oh, no. I almost messed up their name because they changed it. I think they changed it since before. There we go. We're good. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Erica, please. Gonna be a good time. No one has seen The Man from Toronto. I have not seen this. I've been busy the last couple weeks. I am oblivious. I've been watching a little bit of the Netflix Resident Evil. That's been okay. It's not as great as... I'm not the biggest Resident Evil fan as far as like the movies and stuff. I really don't like the movies and what they've done with it in the past. I don't care. The Mia Jovovich stuff. Like I'm not... It's never... I've never liked any of the movies. But this new series it's pretty good. It's reasonable. It's watchable. I'll say that. So I've enjoyed it. But you're saying that The Man from Toronto is on Netflix? Might have to check it out. I'll see what's up. I'm probably gonna go watch some TV with Lady Lunch and Little Lunch. Little Lunch is with me for the foreseeable future now. I'm actually really, really happy about that. So now she doesn't have to deal with her mom's nonsense. So new D&D movie looks good. Here's the thing, and we're about to raid, but with this, the only thing I don't like about it is that everything looks too clean. And it's the same problem I had with the Wheel of Time. Everything looks too clean. It's like they just made it and they put it on them. They didn't like weather it. There's no like, it doesn't look lived in. Anyway, let's go say hi to Erica. Copy and paste the food fight. Let's go. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Okay, bye.